Hello everyone and welcome to another MTR Fab video. This is MTR. Today I'm going to take you with me back in time. Back, well, 40 plus years ago. What you are looking at here, and we're going to try to verify this within the box. I did find one location. I have had this open, but I believe this is from 1975 or so, and this is a Disston cordless power pack power screwdriver. Now check out the magic trick that this thing used to do. It used to the battery would fly out and flip into the wall and then flip back into the tool after it was charged. Pretty cool, huh? But anyway, let's look at the rest of the box. Unbelievable shape for its age. I came across this from my father, who works at a thrift store, and he knows I like tools, and so he kind of set it aside and gave it to me. Now I've had it for a little while, and I'm just kind of reviewing this for you guys because I think it's an amazing thing to see where tools have come from, and I think it's an important thing to recognize. So without further hesitation, we're going to look at the rest of this box, and then we're going to take it out and check it out. I'm not going to read this stuff to you. I'm just going to let you admire it like I did. And I think it's quite funny how they break it all down. It's had a 1-year warranty, and they show it in operation here. This company Diston is really hard to find information about. I can find that they offered plenty of tools, and obviously you saw them on the top of the box there. Then they say you can drive and remove screws anywhere. When you look this up on eBay, you can find different versions of it. This is the cordless variant, and as far as I can tell, like I said, this came out around 1975. And we're going to open it up right now, and I'm going to show you what's inside, as I think it's pretty interesting. So the packaging, first of all, kind of nested inside of each other, which is pretty cool. The way they get all the writing to line up. And then you have a note here that basically says, if you can read this, the battery is not included. This is the box for the battery. I have since plugged this into the wall to see if it would actually take a charge. And believe it or not, it does. I'm going to show you that here momentarily. But there's the original power pack box. Again, 46 or so years old. Okay, so this is the actual power pack itself. Nice hard plastic power packs. It's model 1000 on it. And under here, again, a model 1000 and a little UL symbol. Input 120 volts AC, output 3.6 volts. And if you can see, there's a little button in between the prongs. I believe that's how the power pack knows whether it's plugged into the wall or plugged into the tool. I think the tool has a nipple on it that tells it to output DC voltage. But if you look at this battery carefully, embossed in there is 09176. So that's why I think this is from around that age, and everything I can find kind of puts it in that timeline too. So let's take this out of the box. Let's look down the barrel here. See with me. I don't know how. Let's see. Actually going to open it from this other end and see what happens. So this was a package, and apparently there was a little universal truck that came along with this. Again, the packaging was creative. You could fold it back up and hang it retail, or it nested together. We'll look at that in a second. We'll push that off the side. This up. And there she is. Alright. So there's the actual screw pack screwdriver. Cordless electric screwdriver, single speed, model 1066. There's that nipple I was talking about. I'm going to go right up so you can read this. So it says for use with Model 1000 Power Pack. And it says Danville, Virginia. You know, this thing has quite a bit of heft to it. There's a switch here that's spring loaded for forward and reverse. It's marked, embossed marked. It's a nice hard plastic clamshell with screws that you can take it out. First, before we do that, we're going to see what else we got in the box. Oh, we even got some bits. Okay. So, now I have to say, after looking for some information about this, I realized that I probably have the best example of this that I've ever seen. Oddly enough, it is pretty rare. It seems to find them whole, which is kind of cool. So I'm glad I have it again. I think it's interesting to share with the world, because this is how tools used to come. So here's your owner's manual. And then here's warranty information, warranty cards. So there must have been separate warranties for the, you know, power packs versus the actual screwdrivers. Here's another power pack manual. We'll take a peek at this. I'm going to push this stuff aside. Share this with you. So as you can see, cool illustration. Nicely written instructions. Talks about operating instructions and inserting power packs and maintenance. Now, this power pack was the first time I think you're going to see in history the modular battery system, which is pretty cool. You know, we take this for granted now that we have one battery that, you know, powers all kinds of stuff. And these guys were doing it early. You see they've got handheld shears, they've got lanterns, they've got screwdrivers. I've even found examples of soldering irons that ran on this power pack system. We're going to actually take this, push this back. The bits in a hanger loop, I'm not going to take those out because I don't need to use them for this, but I'm going to show you that goes in there. Now this should have enough. I'm actually going to get a bit, so hold on. Okay, we got a bit here. Now this chuck is spring loaded, which is pretty cool. It uses a 1/4 inch, same 1/4 inch we use today. Jam it in there, just push, and it locks in. Now, last time I tried this thing, it did work. Of course, this time it's going to let me down. Oh, there it is. I just needed to help it along a little bit. Now, I do remember leaving this thing plugged in for a night, and it actually drilled a couple holes for me. You can see I've kind of gotten it to work now. It'll go both directions using this. Now, it's definitely chunky. It's pretty heavy, but I imagine this thing was the boss back in the day. I think it's amazing to see where tools have come from. Now, you could compare this to something modern day, and I use something similar to this at work, and I'm going to actually show you that on a computer screen here. This is the modern day 3.6 volt screwdriver, and then I wanted to show like a commercialized version of it. This is a modern commercial version which has adjustable torque and all kinds of stuff. And then this is that listing that I was telling you. I found a cordless soldering gun. I can't find this really listed anywhere else other than in this ad, which is pretty cool. But again, they had a bunch of tools that were available for this platform at the time, and I imagine for the homeowner they were pretty cool. I did find, and I forgot to show this to you, but see how this says April 1976. So this was the back of the owner's manual. And last but not least, there was this accessory chuck they made that was of pretty impressive quality, and it's actually a Jacobs branded chuck. It says multi-craft. It really is a nice little 3-point chuck. This is probably the best part of this as far as the accessories go. Pretty amazing. One, that this thing has survived 46 years, and I think it found the right home for the next bit, because I'll take care of it. Alright, I'm not going to take much more of your time. Thank you for watching. This is another MTR Fab video. If you like what you see, please comment, subscribe, share. You know, this isn't what I do all the time, but it is a little bit of what I do. Please check the channel out, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. I'm out.